Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'm thrilled to take you on a comedy action crime movie from 2024 called Argylle. Spoilers ahead, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
The movie begins when a spy named Argylle invites a beautiful woman named Lagrange for a dance. The two dances, Argylle lifts her on top while spreading her legs. While dancing and exchanging glances at Lagrange's signal, multiple armed men and women surround them. It appears that Lagrange knows Argylle's identity and is just playing along.
I certainly hope you dance as well as you dress.
There's only one way to find out. Do you do the whirlybird?
Must you even ask? Don't you know who I am?
No. But I'd like to find out.
Not simply to capture me, Agent Argylle. I guess the whirlybird doesn't catch the worm.
Any last words?
Little help, Kira?
You're welcome. Need a lift?
Kira! She's hit. Kira's down.
I'm about to enjoy a delicious Greek coffee.
Well, I suggest you hurry up.
You and I, we're not so different.
You're a terrorist.
Argylle.
Be advised, Lagrange. Agent Argylle is en route to your location now.
It seems we serve the same master.
Use your head. Can't believe a goddamn word she said.
We're on our own now.
Upon learning their commander's true intention, the two dispose of their communication device in the coffee. These scenes are part of the written book by a famous novelist named Ellie Conway. In her popularity, many reporters and avid fans attended her press conference, asking various questions about her personal life and future plans for her novel series. After the press conference, Ellie immediately continued writing the next chapters of her novel. The story continues in Hong Kong, where Argylle made a deal with a beautiful woman named Lina. With a goal to retrieve his file, Argylle traded 3 gold bars for a phone to arrange a meeting with Lina's employer. Instead of enjoying the place and spending time with Lina, Argylle quickly proceeded with his mission. This marks the beginning of Argylle's journey to obtain the so-called silver bullet. While working, her mother Ruth suddenly called. They had a video call and Ruth greeted her, also inquiring about her novel. She became a critic of some of her writing, but Ellie had no choice but to accept it. After discussing Ellie's novel, Ruth bid farewell. Due to her mother's advice, Ellie changed the scene between Argylle and Lina. Instead of a business meeting, Argylle then proceeds to kiss Lina. The fireworks in the background suddenly stopped and Argylle's dialogue changed abruptly, depicting Ellie's changing mind. The background disappeared and behind Argylle was Ellie's novel. Like Ellie, Argylle ran out of words to say. Because of this, Ellie decided to unwind as the stress affected her writing. While on the train, a man caught her attention as he approached. All of a sudden, a man named Aiden sat in front of her. She tried to tell him that the seat was taken, but he didn't listen. He casually placed his belongings on the overhead compartment and sat in front of her. Ellie saw him take out the book she had written and read it in front of her. A few moments later, Aiden recognized Ellie's face on the book cover and immediately struck up a conversation. While talking, Ellie couldn't help but imagine the character Argylle on Aiden. She tried to shake off the thought, but she continued to visualize it. While Aiden was speaking, a fan approached Ellie and asked for an autograph. However, it turned out the man was an assassin who attempted to kill Ellie using a pen with a sharp needle inside.
Here we go.
Who's the weirdo now? I got everything under control. That's nice, thanks. Come on. Isn't this fun? No. Hold on. Don't do that! Okay, I'm gonna take care of this. No, bad dude, bad. Very bad. Let's go, let's go. Freeze!
No, wait, don't shoot!
Enjoy the ride! Woo! Yeah!
Moments later, Eli woke up on a couch inside a house. A man arrived and introduced himself as Aiden. Eli didn't recognize him at first because he had shaved off his beard and cut his hair. Aiden quickly reminded Eli of who he was and explained the recent events. He told her that a group called the Division, a large syndicate organization, was targeting her because her writings seemed to predict their future. To prove his claims, he showed Eli that Carlos and his men were inside her house searching for something. Meanwhile, at their enemy's camp, Director Ritter, the mastermind, reprimanded his guards for failing to kill Ellie.
Mistakes were made. It won't happen again.
That, I'm certain.
Aiden decided to change locations, so they traveled in a car. Inside the car, Aiden sneezed several times because he was allergic to cats. Aiden also explained to Ellie the intentions of those pursuing them. A hacker named Bakunin gathered information about the Division, compiling it into a master file on a USB that looked like a silver bullet. Bakunin was killed and the Division wanted to destroy the evidence. When they read about the silver bullet in Ellie's book, they targeted her, thinking she was involved. After a short drive, Ellie and Aiden reached a private plane for their journey. Inside the private plane, Ellie noticeably suffered from fear and anxiety. Aiden comforted her and managed to calm her down. After a long trip, they arrived in London from Colorado. Upon arrival, they discussed their next plans. Aiden explained that they needed to find the master key first to expose the Division. At Ritter's headquarters, one of the hackers quickly located visuals of Ellie. When Ritter found out, he ordered his hackers to trace Aiden's exact location. Thinking they were safe, Ellie continued the story of Argylle. Argylle entered a car where Wyatt was also present. Curious about the communication device Leha gave him, Argylle and Wyatt tried to open it. They found a chip inside, encrypted with data. Knowing Aiden was an agent, Ellie asked about data encryption. Aiden showed her the laptop and helped Ellie understand it. Thinking of a specific location for the novel, Ellie suddenly had an address in mind, which she included in her story. Strangely, Aiden decided to visit the address Ellie mentioned. Through CCTV footage, Ritter learned the exact location where they were headed and quickly deployed his men. The two went to an address with a standing hotel and entered one of its rooms. Ellie immediately noticed that it seemed like she had been in that room before and the wall appeared to be a false cover. Aiden was not convinced, but after a while, they discovered a secret passage in the floor. Upon opening it, they found a steel bag containing money, a notebook, and an electrical cord. Ellie quickly took the notebook from Aiden, thinking it might contain clues about the master key's location. While discussing, Ritter's men, armed with high-caliber guns and explosives, arrived in a black van.
Room is secure.
Target's MIA.
Watch this.
Watch what?
Okay, these Division dudes, they come in waves. There's gonna be more.
Twist and crush. Twist and crush.
Ellie, what's happening? What happened to all the crushing?
It didn't really seem necessary. No? Wait a second. Aiden.
Let me ask you something. You trust Alfie, right? One!
Later that day, they checked into a hotel to spend the night. While in the bathroom, Ellie talked to herself. She started to hallucinate again, seeing Argylle instead of her reflection. Afterward, she came out of the bathroom and Aiden went in. Ellie's cat accidentally opened the bathroom door and Ellie overheard Aiden talking. She heard him reporting to a spy agency, causing her to become alarmed, and she decided to silently escape. Meanwhile, in Chicago, a stranger knocked on Ruth's door. He informed her that there was a call for her, handing her the phone. On the other end, Ellie informed her mother about her location and what had happened to her. Ruth quickly booked a flight and went to London. In a hotel, she met her daughter, welcoming her with a hug. While they were talking, the doorbell rang. Ellie, paranoid about the recent events, tried to stop Ruth from opening it. However, it was too late and Ritter appeared at the door, dressed casually. When Ellie saw him, instead of showing fear, she seemed relieved and referred to Ritter as her dad. He entered the room, pretending and acting innocently. Seeing Ellie anxious, Ritter massaged her back and looked at her with an intention to kill. Ellie continued to share what had happened, mentioning the spy agency where Aiden was involved. Hearing this, Ruth showed a lack of trust in Ellie's story. When Ellie mentioned the notebook they found hidden under the floor, Ritter quickly took and read its contents. While reading, Ritter smiled at the contents. Acting concerned about Ellie's story, he continued to search for possible clues about the master key's location. Suddenly, Aiden breached the door, holding a gun and taking Ritter as his hostage.
Aiden, don't do this.
Now it looks like, Ellie. Let her go.
This is all my fault.
But I would love to put a bullet in his head.
You kill me, the division will never stop hunting you.
And she's not...
Shut up, Mom! You just shot my mother!
That's not your mother. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
The two quickly escaped, and once they were downstairs, Ellie hesitated. Aiden reassured her that he was telling the truth. While in the car, Ellie cried upon learning the truth because she had grown attached to the people she thought were her parents. She was shocked to discover that Director Ritter and Ruth were actually members of the organization. Aiden didn't disclose everything at once, understanding how challenging it could be for Ellie to process such information. Director Ritter and Ruth had manipulated Ellie, making her believe she was their daughter. Ellie couldn't comprehend why anyone would do that, and she was in a very confused state of mind. The next morning, they arrived at a secluded location where Alfred Solomon, also known as Alfie, an ex-CIA agent, awaited them. He was a character in Ellie's book, and she was thrilled to meet him face to face. Alfie turned Ellie around his farm and house. On one side, he opened a hidden room behind a wall, revealing his office. Alfie took the opportunity to disclose to Ellie that she was an agent in the CIA. From the monitor, he flashed her picture with information, also revealing her true name as Agent Rochelle Kyle. Unable to believe this, Ellie went to confront Aiden, thinking she was being fooled by Alfie. However, Aiden stood by Alfie's revelations and emphasized their accuracy. Ellie, still in disbelief, was suddenly punched by Aiden. Subconsciously, she parried Aiden's punch, unable to comprehend her own actions. Aiden continued to attack her until she managed to defeat him. At Director Ritter's headquarters, they began examining the contents of the book recorded using Ellie's advanced glasses. Meanwhile, Aiden continued to reveal everything. He showed Ellie pictures and the true identity of the people she believed were her parents. He explained that she was one of the best CIA agents, but after an accident and coma, the division brainwashed her into believing she was a writer. Visual triggers were given to make her memories resurface without her fully knowing her real identity. Their plan succeeded, leading to the creation of 4 books that helped the division stay ahead. Aiden also showed some photos of them together, including Kira. He explained that the characters and events Ellie wrote in her book were true, as they were memories from her past operations as an agent. Ellie gradually realized the truth and finally believed Aiden. They get interrupted when Alfie suddenly calls for them. Inside the office, Alfie learns that Bakunin sent the master key to someone named Saba al-Badr. They immediately proceed with the mission to find Saba and go to Arabia. Before entering, they undergo intense screening. When it's seen that they don't have weapons, they are allowed into a party where they disguise themselves wearing elegant clothes. At the party, the two dance to blend in. Aiden lifts Ellie, similar to Argylle lifting Lagrange. While dancing, a mysterious woman watches them from above. In the midst of a passionately slow dance, they are caught in the moment and almost kiss. A high-ranking guard interrupts them, and Ellie is told that his boss, Saba, wants to talk to her. Saba recognizes her and talks to her for a while. Eventually, Saba gives her the silver bullet, and while inside the room, Ellie accesses the contents and sees something that escalates her worries. She goes straight to Aiden, and when she is about to tell him what she found out, Ruth, together with the division, arrives. She offers them drinks, but Aiden switches drinks with Ruth, and Ruth drinks first. She talks with the two and reveals that Ellie worked for the division in the past and was one of their best assassins. Ellie got her hands on the flash drive, and she was shocked to find her name there. Slowly, as her memories start coming back, she recalls that she was the one who killed Bakunin. After hearing all of this, Aiden tries to confront Ruth, but the sedatives kick in, so Ruth, Aiden, and Ellie lose consciousness. Moments later, Ellie gains consciousness and sees Ritter roasting the silver bullet in the fireplace. Ritter begins to brainwash her again and tells her to convince Aiden to reveal Alfie's location. They go to Aiden, who is getting beaten up, and Ellie tries to talk to him. However, Aiden makes Ellie remember their memories together.
What about Alfie? How the hell are we gonna find him now?
He was never going to tell us.
Ellie brilliantly finds Alfie's location, making the two directors happy. Little did they know, it's all according to Ellie's plan. In truth, Ellie is trying to send the contents of the master key to Alfie, but it fails because she did it unauthorized.
I just sent the master file to Alfie.
What? Red alert! Red alert!
You shot me in the heart!
2 words, vascular corridor. There's a 2-inch space, you hit it just the right angle, it looks like a shot to the heart, but the bullet will go through and through. Wanna dance?
Oh, man.
Nolan, I can't see anything! Give me thermal imaging now!
Thermal imaging coming up.
Hold the fire!
One spark and we could all die!
Knife's up. What do you got in mind, hot sauce?
If you need something done right.
Nice!
However, Ellie's cat attacked Ritter like a tiger, and Aiden eventually shot Ritter to end his life. Finally, Ellie managed to start the upload. The Division wanted to stop her from transferring the file to Alfie and was willing to go to any extent. So Ruth hypnotized Ellie and made her turn against Aiden. Ellie realized that she was probably not the kind of woman she considered herself to be. There was a dark side to her, and now slowly it was all coming back. Aiden, on the other hand, wanted Ellie to believe that, though she might have done some bad things in the past, she was a good person. He wanted her conscience to prevail, though he knew that it was an extremely difficult task. In the end, when Ellie turned on Aiden, he gave up as he just couldn't fight her. Ellie was hypnotized and she had no clue what she was doing.
What is that? Where the hell's it coming from?
Agent Argylle. Target wild.
What?
God damn it! I would have had you! Enough!
I'm afraid you'll have to kill her first.
Fortunately, Kira, one of her colleagues who had worked on several missions with her, knocked down Ruth. The music stopped and Ellie came back to her senses. Ellie and Aiden uploaded the file to the interface from where Alfie downloaded it. The 3 of them escaped by riding a speedboat while Ellie and Aiden kissed. The Division was exposed, though the people never got to know that the timid writer was the one who had led the mission and saved the world. Ellie completed her 5th book and the readers loved it. At the press conference, Alfie, Kira, and Aiden attended. One of her fans in a yellow shirt asks a question. Ellie's face showed surprise when she saw that the fan is Argylle, making him a real person, and that is where the movie ends. If you enjoyed the recap, then please subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, turn on the notification bell, and share the video for more awesome content. Thank you for watching.
Did you like our movie recap? Please subscribe and comment to help us do more videos. See you next time.